afraid of the truth. I don't like words that hide the truth. I don't like words that conceal reality. I don't like euphemisms or euphemistic language. But American English today is full of euphemisms because Americans have a lot of trouble facing reality. Americans have a lot of trouble facing the truth. So they create a soft language to protect themselves from it. And with every generation, it keeps on getting worse. I'll give you an example of this. There's a condition in combat. Most of you have heard of it. It's when a fighting person's nervous system has been stressed to its absolute peak and maximum. It can't take any more input. It's either snapped or about to snap. In the First World War, this condition was called shell shock. Simple, honest, direct language. Shell shock. 2 syllables. And it almost sounds like the guns themselves. Shell shock. Then World War II came around, and the same condition became known as battle fatigue. 4 syllables now, and it's not as hard to say. Fatigue is a lot nicer word than shock. Shell shock. Battle fatigue. Then the war in Korea in 1950. Madison Avenue was riding high, and the same condition became known as operational exhaustion. 8 syllables now, and the humanity of the phrase has been squeezed out. Operational exhaustion almost sounds like something that would happen to your car. Then the war in Vietnam, and thanks to the lightest deceit surrounding that war, the same condition became known as post-traumatic stress disorder. Still 8 syllables, but hey, we've added a hyphen. And I bet you, had we still been calling it shell shock, those Vietnam veterans would have gotten the attention they needed at the time. But it didn't happen because of this soft language that we use to take the life out of life. And it's worse with every generation. I'll give you another example. At some point in my life, toilet paper became bathroom tissue. I was not notified of this. No one asked me if I agreed. It just happened. Toilet paper became bathroom tissue. Sneakers became running shoes. False teeth became dental appliances. The dump became the landfill, and partly cloudy became partly sunny. And constipation, that one, became known as occasional irregularity. And when I was a kid and I got sick, my parents wanted me to go to a doctor at a hospital. Now they want me to go to a health maintenance organization or a wellness center to consult with a healthcare delivery professional. Poor people live in the slums. Now the economically disadvantaged occupy sub-Saharan living in the inner cities. And they're broke. They're broke. They don't have a negative cash flow position. They're broke because they got fired. You know, fired. Management wanted to curtail redundancies in the human resources area, so many people are no longer viable members of the workforce. Smug, greedy, well-fed white people have created a language to conceal their sins. It's as simple as that. The CIA doesn't kill people. They neutralize or depopulate the area. The government doesn't lie. They engage in disinformation. Israeli killers are called contra-killers. Contra-killers are called commandos. And Arab commandos are called freedom fighters. Well, if prime fighters fight crime, freedom fighters fight fire. What do freedom fighters fight? They never mention that part to us, now do they? And some of this stuff, it's just silly. We know it. Like when the airlines ask us to pre-board. What is a pre-board? What does that mean? Does it mean to get on before you get on? They like to say, you'd like to pre-board those passengers in need of special assistance. Cripples. There's no shame attached to the word cripple I can find in any dictionary. In fact, it's a word used in the Bible translations. Jesus healed the cripples. There's no need for 7 words for that description. But we don't call them that. They call them physically challenged. Is that a grotesque enough evasion for you? Or how about differently abled? I've heard them call that before. And we can't even call these people handicapped anymore. They say, we're not handicapped, we're handicapable. These people have been fooled by the system into believing that if you change the name of the condition, you change the condition. Well, hey, cousin. Doesn't happen. We have no more blind people in this country, visually impaired or partly sighted. No more deaf people, partially hearing. And no more stupid people. Everyone's got a learning disability. Or he's minimally exceptional. How would you like to be told that about your son? He's minimally exceptional. Yeah. Psychologists have actually started to refer to ugly people as those with severe appearance deficits. And it's getting so bad that any day now I expect to hear a rape victim referred to as an unwilling sperm recipient. We have no more old people in this country. We've shipped them away, brought in these senior citizens. Loveless, lifeless, a senior citizen. But I've accepted that one. I know it's here to stay. But the one I resist, the one I keep resisting is when they look at a man and say, look at him, Dan. He's 90 years young. Imagine the fear of aging that shows. To not even be able to use the word old to describe someone. To have to use the antonym. But fear of aging is universal. We all have that. No one wants to get old. No one wants to die. But we do. So we con ourselves. I started conning myself when I got in my 40s. Look in the mirror and say, oh, guess I'm getting older. Older sounds nicer than old. Sounds like it might even last a little longer. But that's okay. I'm getting old. And thanks to the fear of death in this country, I'm not gonna die. I'll pass away. Or expire like a magazine subscription. And if it happens in a hospital, they'll call it a terminal episode. The insurance company will refer to it as a negative patient care outcome. And if it's a form of malpractice, they'll call it a therapeutic misadventure. Some of this stuff makes me want to vomit. Not vomit. Engage in an involuntary personal protein spill.